Have you ever noticed how two people can face the exact same situation, yet one feels completely defeated while the other stays calm and even hopeful? The difference isn't luck. It's the way they think. In today's session, we're going to explore the real psychology behind positive thinking, and I'm not talking about fake smiles or blind optimism. I'm talking about the real, practical mental habits that can literally rewire your brain for more happiness, more peace, and more success. So, what does positive thinking really mean? Let's get one thing straight right away. It doesn't mean ignoring your problems or walking around pretending everything is perfect when it's not. That's denial, not positivity. True positive thinking is about choosing to focus on what you can control and, more importantly, believing in your own ability to handle what you can't. Psychologists have a term for this. They call it cognitive reframing. It's the powerful skill of looking at a situation from a new, more empowering perspective. Think about it like this. Instead of thinking, "I failed," you reframe it to, "I learned something incredibly valuable for next time." Or instead of saying, "This is just too hard," you shift your perspective to, "This is my chance to grow stronger and prove what I'm made of." The thought itself might seem small, but the ripple effect it creates is massive. Every single thought you have is like planting a seed in the garden of your mind. What you choose to water is what will ultimately grow. So, what are you watering today? Doubt and fear, or possibility and strength? The choice is always yours. Now, let's dive into how your thoughts actually shape your reality, because this isn't just motivational fluff, it's science. Every single emotion you feel, whether you're aware of it or not, starts with a thought. The moment a thought like "I can't do this" pops into your head, your body has an immediate physical reaction. Your shoulders might tense up, your breathing might get shallow, and your brain releases stress hormones like cortisol. You're preparing for a threat that only exists in your mind. But the opposite is also true. When you consciously think, "I can handle this," or "I've got this," your brain responds by releasing calming, feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. This is where it gets really exciting. Your brain literally rewires itself based on your most frequent thought patterns. This phenomenon is called neuroplasticity, the brain's incredible ability to change and adapt through repetition. So, if you're constantly stuck in a loop of negative thinking, your brain becomes highly efficient at spotting problems, threats, and reasons to worry. It builds a superhighway for negativity. But, if you intentionally practice gratitude, optimism, and self-belief, you start paving new neural pathways. Your brain gets better at finding solutions, seeing opportunities, and feeling joy. You are, quite literally, the architect of your own mind. Okay, so we know positive thoughts are good, but what about the enemy? Let's talk about the sneaky, automatic negative thinking patterns that can quietly steal your happiness. These are mental traps we all fall into from time to time, but recognizing them is the first step to disarming them. First, there's catastrophizing. This is when your mind jumps to the absolute worst-case scenario in any situation. You make one small mistake at work, and you immediately think, "That's it, I'm going to get fired. And everything will go wrong." Sound familiar? Next up is personalizing. This is the habit of blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong, even things that are completely out of your control. A friend seems upset, and your first thought is, "It must be my fault. What did I do?" You take on responsibility for other people's emotions. And finally, there's all or nothing thinking, also known as black and white thinking. This is when you see life in extremes. If I'm not absolutely perfect, then I'm a complete failure. There is no middle ground, no room for learning or being human. Once you start noticing these patterns in your own thinking, you can challenge them. You can stop them in their tracks with one simple but incredibly powerful question: is this thought actually true, or is it just loud? Often, you'll find that your negative thoughts are just noise, not facts. So, how do we actually do this? How do we reprogram our minds? Think of it like training a muscle. It's not about being perfect overnight. It's about consistent, daily practice. Here are 4 proven, practical ways you can start today. First, Implement a morning mindset reset. Before you even check your phone, say one positive statement out loud. It could be, "Today, I choose peace over worry," or "I am capable of handling whatever comes my way." Speaking it out loud makes it more real and sets a powerful tone for your entire day. Second, practice the gratitude shift. This is especially powerful when you're feeling low. Take a moment to write down or just think of 3 specific things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as the coffee you're drinking or a kind word someone said to you. Gratitude physically rewires your brain to focus on abundance instead of lack. Third, learn to replace the negative thought immediately. The moment your mind says, "I can't," don't get into an argument with it. Just calmly and firmly reply, "I'm learning how." Or if it says, "This is impossible," respond with, "I'm looking for a new way." You're not fighting the negativity, you're redirecting its energy. And fourth, surround yourself with positivity. This one is huge. Spend time with people who lift you up. Listen to music that makes you feel good. Consume content, like this video, that inspires you. Your environment shapes your mindset far more than you realize. You can't expect to grow a beautiful garden if you're constantly planting it in toxic soil. At the very heart of all of this, at the core of positive thinking, lies one fundamental truth: you become what you believe. If you believe you are powerless, life will consistently present you with situations that seem to prove you right. You'll see every setback as evidence of your weakness. But if you truly believe you are capable, that you are resilient, life will give you endless opportunities to demonstrate it. You'll see challenges as chances to rise. Please remember, positive thinking is not about being happy all the time. Nobody is happy all the time. That's an unrealistic expectation that sets us up for failure. It's about having faith, especially on the hard days. It's the quiet, steady confidence that even when things are difficult, they can and will get better, and you have the inner strength to get through it. It's about holding on to hope when it feels like there's none left. Think of it this way: your thoughts are like the weather inside your mind. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's cloudy, and sometimes there are big, turbulent storms. But you are not the weather. You are the sky. The storms come and go, but the vast, clear, infinite sky always remains. You are not your thoughts. You are the thinker, the observer. And that means you always have the power to choose peace, to choose hope, and to choose happiness. Which part of today's session helped you the most or felt most useful for you? I'd love to know in the comments below. Your reflection might just be the thing that inspires someone else who needs to hear it today. If this session brightened your day or gave you a new perspective, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more calm, positivity, and self-growth. Stay peaceful, stay kind, and keep choosing happiness.